Autographs Through the Mail, episode number 23, The King of Swing. Let's go ahead and get started here. First of all, we've got Dave Gusty. He signed 2 of 2. And he also sent a photo along. So nice of him to do that. Next, we've got Bill Mazurovsky. So he's been charging $10 per. We've got a 58, which is a second year, and then a 66. Those actually came, the envelope was torn in half. Somehow, there was no tape on it or anything, but somehow they still managed to say on the envelope, so I was happy that they made it. Next, we've got Gene Garber. He was a long-time major leaguer, played in the 70s and 80s. He actually even played in the 60s, 69. So he played for like 20 years. And we have 4 of 4 from him. Next we got Dalton Jones. He signed a 68, a 67, or 66 rather, and then a 65. Next we've got Ken Herbeck. So this card, it's a rookie card. It already had Lenny Fado on it. So Herbeck charges $5 per. Tim Laudner, he's difficult through the mail. He doesn't really sign. Next we've got, so I had this one signed by Bill Fahey already, sent out to Jim Mason, and I do believe that Tom Ragland signed, so I'm going to get that one out. Next, we have a 50s and 60s player. We've got Ike DeLocke, one of the few guys left from this 57 Topps set. He signed 3 of 3. These are all 57 Topps. We've got a Tigers team card there. Next, we got, this was already signed by Bill Kelso. I wrote to Don Wallace to finish this one. And next we've got Steve Grilli. I got an interesting response from him. He answered my questionnaire, but this one took like 3 years to get back. And he said in the response that he just got a bunch of mail from the last few years because he moved. It was just delivered to his house because normally he's a good signer, and he must have got a whole bunch of stuff that didn't make it to his current address. So if you guys have anything out to him, you might be getting that one back. Next we got Ron Pruitt. These are Michigan State finest cards. Pretty nice cards to get autographed. 2 of 2. Next we got Ron Nakai. So he struck out 27 batters in a minor league game. So he put the date, no hit, no runs, 9-13-52, 27 strikeouts. So pretty impressive feat there. And this is a Fritsch one-year winners card from 77. And this is one of the few cards he actually has. He never actually had a Topps or Bowman card. He's only actually got a few cards, and they're all more modern cards. Next we've got, I had this one already signed by Jim Rice. Sent it off to George Foster. I think he's charging, it's either like $7 or $10. So 79 Topps, 78 home run leaders card. Finished that one. Next we've got a great signer here. We've got Bobby Richardson. I picked up this 63 Fleer card, and I sent him 3 cards, and I sent him $10 along with that. He doesn't charge, but I've written to him in the past, so I sent him $10. And these are Fleer Lofton World Series cards, so they were in the 62 World Series and the 63. And I really like these Fleer cards, 63 Fleers. Oscar Brown, 77 Topps football there, 2 of 2. And next we got I think these are 67 Philadelphia. Dick LeBeau, he signed 2 of 2, the same card. He signed 1 in blue and 1 in black. He's always been a terrific signer. Sounds like a good dude. And next we've got James Lofton. I generally try to write to him every time I get a card, his rookie card. He signs for $10. And finally, the king of swing. We've got a 72 tops Dave Kingman. He charges, I think it's $10. And a little bit about Dave Kingman. So I'm going to put a link below to kind of a classic rant that Tommy Lasorda had on Dave Kingman. Someone asked him, so he was playing for the Cubs, I believe, and they played the Dodgers, and he had a 3 home run game, and a reporter, get a lot of these stupid questions from reporters, and some of the responses some players and managers they just like, why are you asking me that question? Well, they asked Tommy Lasorda what he thought of Dave Kingman's performance, and he goes off. And obviously it was a great performance. 3 home runs in a game. They beat the Dodgers. But Kingman, he had, I think it was 442 home runs, and he's not going to make the Hall of Fame. He was one of the true power hitters of his day. There weren't a lot of them, really. And in the 70s, it's pretty weak hitting leagues. And he was one of the true power hitters. Now, he struck out, but he only struck out over 150 times twice. I was checking out his stats, and that's actually pretty impressive. And he had like a really low batting average every year. He was in, around the 220s, 230s, 240s would have been high for him. So, I'm guessing since he didn't have a lot of strikeouts, he either must have not had over 500 at bats on most years, but that's not a lot of strikeouts really. So I'm guessing he hit a lot of just fly balls, and he probably had a lot of warning track shots. So he could have potentially hit 500 home runs pretty easily. His last season was 86, and I think he had 35 home runs, and he was 35 years old. He could have maybe been around a little bit longer, but I think he had some issues with the Oakland A's, which I won't get into. But pretty cool card. His rookie card, 72 tops. So good to have that one back. So thanks for watching, guys. Some pretty interesting returns here during this episode. Going to have more of these coming up, so please stay tuned for those. Please like and subscribe. I put the Tommy Lasorda link below. Check that one out. It's pretty funny. And stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching.